Hello guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be talking about Miro Heiskanen and the probability of him transferring to America and joining the Dallas Stars next season. Now, the 18-year-old 6 foot, 183-pound defenseman is one of the best defensive prospects, if not the best defensive prospect right now in the NHL. And he stated time and time again these past year that he's trying to get to America this season, trying to get to at least the AHL, get to the major leagues, and he's already played well in Finland, and he's made a case for himself, and of course he's looking to get into America and play a lot better there. But it's seeming like the Texas Stars are going to be at least where he goes, but can he make the Dallas Stars? Before we answer that question, let's just look through his stats, at least for the HIFK in the League this season. In the 17-18 season, 30 games played, 11 goals, 12 assists for 23 points in the regular season for HIFK, and he's played fantastic both in that league and in the juniors and the world championships, and he's definitely made a case for himself. And in the regular season in this year, he's played fantastic, probably their best defenseman and one of the best players in that league, hands down, to be honest. And he's played fantastic, really just kept growing that, I guess, trade value, even though the Stars aren't going to trade him, but the growth we've seen from him is great. In the playoffs for HIFK, he has 14 games played, he has 3 goals, 6 assists for 9 points, and he was fantastic. Got to see a couple of games for them in the playoffs, and whenever I watched, he was just fantastic, both a great puck transitioner, great passer, and a great all-around offensive guy who can still escape defensively, and he can still play great defensively. I mean, he can hold up his own defensively for sure, but offensively he's still fantastic. In the Olympics, he was arguably Finland's best player, if that definitely their best defenseman. You got Eli Tolvanen, though, that could definitely be that best player on Finland in the Olympics, but Heiskanen was amazing in the Olympics. Definitely probably their best defenseman offensively too. Amazing pass rusher, and amazing passing. Offensively, all around, he was fantastic, and defensively, of course, he held up his own. He was great defensively too, but offensively, he was just whole nother beast offensively, and he was fantastic, especially in the Olympics. He looked very good. And honestly, I think he's exactly what Dallas needs. I don't think they need to acquire a big defenseman. I don't think they need to acquire a guy that could break their franchise and defensive-wise. I think that Heiskanen is really what they need him. He might not be experienced. He might just be 18 years old, but the skills and the potential that he has, I think, is exactly what Dallas needs. At times, they lack that pass rusher, the great passing on the defensive end. They lacked a guy that would go up the ice and just make it look easy. And that was something that in the 106 point or something like that season a couple of years ago, that was something that they were doing flawlessly. The defensemen that they had were fantastic in that end, and just everyone was working that way. But then, of course, last 2 seasons, that hasn't really been that way. But Heiskanen, I think, brings what Dallas needs there. I think it's a skill that really not too many defensemen have, and I think Heiskanen can definitely bring for Dallas. And yes, Klingberg was that type of defenseman, but that's only one guy. When you need a successful team, you need a team that will succeed at least in the playoffs, you need more than just one guy that can do that. You need at least 2 or 3 guys that can do that, and Heiskanen will make it so it's a little bit more progress towards that 3 defensemen that you kind of need to get far in the playoffs. I think he should be at least on the Texas Stars this season, if not on the Dallas Stars. I think that he definitely has the potential to play in the NHL. They might want to hold him back a little bit since he is 18. He is still young, but I think that he has potential and he definitely has the talent to be NHL ready. I think that going on the Dallas Stars just makes too much sense for what the Dallas Stars need and for what Miro Heiskanen can perform like. I think that Heiskanen is for sure NHL ready, and it's just all about what the Dallas Stars want to do and how they'll manage him. And I definitely feel he has the talent to play every single game with Dallas Stars. I don't feel like the Stars defense is a juggernaut to where they'll block a guy like Miro Heiskanen. We saw more like on the forward side with Nashville, their forward group is stacked, but they created room for Tolvanen. He didn't play all that greatly. He still played decent, but not fantastic, but they made room for him, and that's what the Stars need to do. I don't think that there is really a juggernaut there that they can hold him back, really. I feel like the Dallas Stars have a slot open. They have a couple of spots open. I feel like Miro Heiskanen just makes too much sense. He's a lot better than most of the Dallas Stars defensemen. I feel like he can definitely contribute to hopefully a better Dallas Stars team next season. He's been playing so well in the Liga, so well in the World Junior Championships, and so well in the Olympics. He's only 18, and they might want to hold him back, but he'll just be a top 5 defenseman in the future. I feel like his potential is through the roof. I feel like he's probably the best defensive prospect in the league right now, and he has all the potential in the world to get there and to play well. I feel like he has, even right now, top 4 potential for the Dallas Stars, if not top 6, but I feel like he'll be a top 5 defenseman, just all-around guy in the future. I feel like he can definitely get that and plateau to that. He has the talent, he has the potential. It's all up to him to realize it. But I think that this season is a huge step, whether he plays in the Texas Stars or the Dallas Stars. I think will be great for his development. I already feel he's NHL ready, and defensemen are more along the lines of goaltenders where they take a long time to develop, but Heiskanen, I feel, is already NHL ready at age 18. You don't see that too often, and there's a big opportunity to get him in, have a great defenseman already at age 18, and to have a stud defensive core right there with Heiskanen and Klingberg right there, the top two. I feel like having that in the future is going to be brilliant. But Heiskanen is at age 18. He has room to grow still, and he's already NHL ready, I feel like. And that's going to be a huge, huge good thing for the Dallas Stars. I mean, obviously, looking the third overall pick and picking him was a good decision. I feel like he's definitely the better decision than Kale McCarr. I don't feel like Kale McCarr is quite NHL ready yet. I feel like Heiskanen is, but I feel like it's going to be a scary, scary thing for opponents, at least that top two defenseman going forward. I'm just going for the defense for the Stars. He's better than Mark Buffett, I feel. Better than Dan Hamhuis for sure. I don't feel like he'll be better than Lindell or Klingberg in his first year. I don't think that will go that far ahead, but he's definitely better than Pattern, definitely better than Johns. Honka is, I think that Heiskanen is probably better, but Honka is still getting there. He's still developing. But I feel like at least Heiskanen is better than half of the Dallas Stars defense, and they're still decent. But I feel like Heiskanen is better than most of the Dallas Stars defensemen. And if that's not a case to have him play every day, I don't know what is. Because unless they add like 3 defensemen that are NHL ready and better than those 3 guys I just mentioned, I don't feel like Heiskanen should be blocked from the NHL level. I feel like he should thrive in it and at least play as much as he can. And hopefully the Stars go after a coach that's more along the lines of playing the youth and playing a lot younger. Heiskanen will definitely get a lot more playing time then. Otherwise, if they get a coach that prioritizes more oldness, he might not play as much, which is sad. But if the Stars go more youthful side on the coaching side, I'm hoping for that. Heiskanen will play a lot more, which is great to see because he probably deserves it. But the Stars top 4 going into the future is probably Klingberg, Lindell, Heiskanen, and Honka. Let's say Honka develops, but let's say he doesn't. But maybe the Stars can go after a D-man maybe this offseason, maybe the next offseason, maybe they can do something. But that top 4, if Honka develops, is good. But if they get another defenseman, that's good too. But that top 4, there is a little bit of a hole there. You'd like to see a better guy in that top 4. But I think that going towards the future, that European top 4 would be nice. And it's looking to be a great one going in the future. I mean, Lindell can still grow. Honka, of course, can still grow. Klingberg is pretty much in his prime right now, so that's good. But this youthful top 4 is going to look good in the future. Honka, I don't know if he's going to be playing like a top 4 defenseman. I'm hoping that, but we might not know until next season. But that top 4 going in the future could be very, very good, and a very, very good youthful side too. But let's say Heiskanen just plays on the Texas Stars this season, unlike what I'm wishing for. But let's say he just plays in the AHL. Hopefully he doesn't get stuck in that trap known as the Texas Stars development, because we've seen guys like Graviteh get stuck there, and I don't want that to happen to a guy like Heiskanen who has that franchise potential. We just don't want that to happen. And guys like Graviteh that have kind of been wasted in the NHL a little bit, I just don't want to see his development halted because he's playing on the Texas Stars like a lot of other prospects that have come through. But Heiskanen has stud potential, franchise potential. It's all about how he develops and how he plays in the NHL, and hopefully he doesn't become a bust because we kind of need him to not be. But that's when you guys like this guy to not ring that bell if you haven't. Tell me down below what you think of Miro Heiskanen, how he'll play in the AHL or NHL, wherever he plays, where you think he will play. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.